It's all going to start with you needing to deal with this challenge, my gorgeous Libra, you do not want to deal with whatsoever. And especially when it comes to the actual 17th and 18th of July 2024, this is when this is going to take place. So you will be dealing with this challenge, and you are just kind of at this stage of your life where you're going to need to deal with this challenge. This particular challenge is so important, but it's also something maybe you have been ignoring, or maybe you have been going away from or running away from, shall I say, consciously or subconsciously, or even both, to be quite honest with you. So this in itself is going to be so important, because not only you're gonna be dealing with this challenge, my gorgeous Libera. You have to deal with this, because otherwise you're not gonna be able to move on with your life. I suppose it's like it's either now or never. Seriously, that's how I feel about this particular situation, because there is a certain decision that you will want to make, but then again, this decision is gonna be so big for you, so important, and then you're gonna run into this challenge, and then you're gonna become a little bit like kind of frustrated. So you're gonna kind of realize that you're gonna need to deal with this challenge. And especially when it comes to numerology, your number, my gorgeous Libera, it's number 1244. This is a very, very important number, and it means that things are finally getting together for you at a time when it's not going to seem like it whatsoever, especially when it comes to you dealing with this challenge. Let me tell you something really important right now, my gorgeous Libera. Not only this particular challenge, not only this is going to be ridiculously successful for you, but you also need to understand that, sorry, not only this challenge is going to be so successful for you, but this challenge is also going to lead towards one of the biggest surprises of your entire life. Why? Because it's going to lead towards the birth of something so, so, so special, towards the birth of something so, so, so beautiful. And it's going to happen in the most bizarre way ever. It's going to happen in a way where there is something really specific you're going to need to do when it comes to this challenge, and you're going to be so worried. A certain move that you're going to need to make, something you're going to need to do, it's going to make you worried like there is no tomorrow. You're going to be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And only a couple of days later, within the next couple of days, you are going to have the surprise of your life, the biggest surprise of your life. Not only this challenge is going to be really successful for you already, you're going to have a direct information which you will know, like, oh my God, something bad is coming to an end. But also the biggest surprise of your life, it's going to be this mind-blowing option which you are gonna become aware of. This mind-blowing option, it's gonna make you feel alive again. This mind-blowing option you weren't aware of before. This mind-blowing option, it's about to rejuvenate your life and rejuvenate you like never before. And that mind-blowing option is this particular thing I'm talking about. This is gonna slowly but surely gonna lead towards you kind of exploring more and finding out a bit more about it. And the more you explore, the more you find out, the deeper you're gonna go. But what you will not realize is that while you're exploring and while you're finding out more about this particular option, you're already starting the process of this absolutely mind-blowing inspiration. You're already giving a birth to something which is going to not only change your life forever, but it's also at that very moment in time going to start the process of probably one of the most powerful liberation of your entire life. Oh my God. And also, my gorgeous Libra, when it comes to the actual 7th of July, for example, you are going to have a very unusual dream on the 7th of July. You are going to have a very, very strange and a very unusual dream. Some of you are going to remember the whole dream. And some of you are only going to remember one specific thing. The whole point of this strange dream is you suddenly seeing bizarre things, strange things that absolutely don't make sense. And suddenly it's going to be boom, boom, something that absolutely fully makes sense. And what you're going to remember, if you don't remember your dream, you're only going to remember boom, boom, the certain point, the whole point of that strange dream. It's going to come to you in a way where you're going to remember what this dream meant, but you're going to be pointed towards something really specific in your life you forgot about something that you need to deal with, something that you need to resolve, something it's going to need your attention and care. And my God, my dear Lord, it's going to seem like really urgent, like never before. This is something that you need to deal with. As I said, some of you are going to remember sorry, some of you are going to remember the whole dream, but some of you are going to remember just like kind of like what needs attention and care, and urgent attention and care when it comes to your life. It's something that it's really going to make you jump, because you're going to think like, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot about something like this. I can't believe I almost forgot this. Okay. And there is no panic. You don't need to panic if you don't remember this straight away in the morning on the 7th of July, because in between the 7th and the 11th of July, for example, it's still gonna come to you in the form of a glimpse, where you're suddenly gonna be reminded. So you've got until the 11th to be suddenly reminded of what needs urgent attention and care in your life. And when you're suddenly reminded of this, you need to understand that this is the direct result of that, or a result of that particular dream which you've actually had. So even if you don't have on this specific day, it can be revealed to you in between the 7th and the 11th of July 2024, for example. So you're gonna be grateful to God. Seriously, that's how you're gonna feel, like, oh my God, like, I'm so glad I kind of like managed to remember what this is, because you know what I mean. If you did not remember it on time, I think that this is something which could kind of create like some kind of a chain reaction in terms of problems. It would be just so, and it's such to do with like unnecessary problems, that you would bring to yourself, that most certainly at this stage of your life you do not need. Right now you need to open your mind. Right now you need to focus on your life. Right now you need to focus on your immediate future, and most importantly, what you want to do and what you need to do to start moving on. I do think that your life you did go into a bit of a stagnation. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that your life is horrible, like really boring. Do you know what I mean? But there are several aspects that just haven't been changing fast enough, haven't been moving on fast enough. And these aspects are so important because they did affect other aspects of your life in terms of planning, for example. So you did again find yourself in a bit of a limbo. So it's going to be nice to start coming out of it, my gorgeous Libra. Indeed. Okay. And also, the next important date, it's going to be on the 9th of July. On the 9th of July, somebody, like, listen, somebody who you feel very connected to, somebody who like really gets on with you, somebody who is one of the major people in your life. It's either your partner, it's either your family member, or it's either your friend, somebody who you know for a very long time. Is somebody who you feel a very strong connection to. This particular person normally has a wonderful, gorgeous impact on your life. I love this person. I love this person so much because it's to do with somebody who brings the best out of you, my gorgeous Libra. So you're going to be talking to that person, and you know why I love this person, because not only you have such a like kind of you two have such a beautiful, such a powerful connection together, but this person brings the best out in you. That's why I like this person. This person inspires you when you need to be inspired. This person makes you feel strong when you need someone to help you to feel strong. This person helps you to come out of bad things in life. This person helps you to speed up with like really important decisions. In fact, when you are indecisive about something, then this person is somebody who like really is your rock, like this person really kind of helps you to weigh on things, from a different angle, and always gives you and tell you what you want to hear, not because they say this because you want to hear it, but because they're just being completely honest. So this is somebody gorgeous, and you're going to be talking to that person, speaking to that person on the 9th of July or at around the 9th of July, and you are indeed going to really be inspired again, yet again, to follow your heart, because you're going to be talking about something really specific. So you're going to be inspired to follow your heart, my gorgeous Libra. And that means that you're going to realize that you need to commit yourself to kind of make this compromise. You will know what do you need to commit yourself to in order to make an important compromise. This is going to lead towards you having a massive reason to celebrate in exactly 3 weeks time. In exactly 3 weeks time, you're going to have a massive reason to celebrate. You know why? Because you will know that you made the right decision. You will know that you made the right choice. Not only you made the right compromise, but you will realize in exactly 3 weeks time that you have escaped some kind of a disaster. You've escaped some kind of a very honestly, you've escaped some kind of a disaster, seriously. And that's what you're going to realize in exactly 3 weeks time, when you get the most unusual message ever, which is going to make you aware of like a very kind of bad situation which is going to take place. Something bad is going to happen, but not to you. Something unexpected and really bad and really negative, it's going to happen, but not to you. But it would have happened to you if you did not make this compromise in the first place. My goodness. So in exactly 3 weeks time, you are going to have this really kind of unusual information, and you will know unexpected information, and you will know that something bad or negative happened, but not to you, because you did the right thing by making the right compromise, and that's why you're going to have this reason to celebrate. And that's why these gorgeous people in our lives are like, oh my God, ever so precious, ever so important. You see why I like this person, my gorgeous Libra? It's like your guiding light, indeed. Sorry. The next important date, my gorgeous Libra, is going to happen on the 11th of July. Of course, something is going to happen on the 11th of July. You know what is actually going to happen is that you are on the 11th of July, you really kind of need to. You are going to have you're either sorry, you're either going to have some kind of a meditation, or you're either going to be chanting something, or either you're going to be relaxing maybe somewhere within the nature. But when I say meditation, I mean that you're going to be in that particular state of mind when it comes to you feeling so relaxed, and that's what I mean when I say meditation. It's the state of mind where you are relaxed. So anything can be like some kind of meditation, even if you are chanting, even if you are saying some kind of affirmations, even if you are praying or whatever you do, it's like you are gonna be within this sacred stage to you. And that means that you're most likely going to be like kind of relaxing and chilling out. There you go. That's what it is. You're going to be relaxing, you're going to be chilling out, and there is a very, very interesting insight which is suddenly, completely out of the blue, going to come to you. And this insight, it's like a really kind of going to make you aware of, like, suddenly which plans do you need to expand, and what exactly do you need to do in order to move forward with your life. This is why this is so important. And also there is some kind of old plan that you're going to realize you're going to need to revisit as well. I really strongly suggest you to take this very, very seriously, because there is something very interesting you are going to find out about yourself when it comes to this situation. In terms of your personal development, this is going to be ridiculously important. Trust me. The next important date, my gorgeous Libra, it's going to happen on the 15th of July. Oh, this is going to be one big, massive mama, baby. I mean, this one is going to be extremely heavy. No, seriously, on the, on the 15th of July, this is the beginning of a beautiful change in your life. There is no doubt about it. Okay, so on the 15th of July, this is the beginning of a beautiful change in your life. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. So let me tell you something, that on the 15th of July, listen, you know that first of all, you're going to kind of see something is going to surprise you. And, it's to do with an inspiration you're going to have. And then you are going to have this vision. You're going to have this vision. My gorgeous Libra, you're going to be so spiritual when it comes to July. But I'm not surprised, because it's the seventh month of the year. It's connected to number seven, and number seven is like a very, very spiritual number indeed. So I'm not surprised that, this month it's going to be so spiritual when it comes to you. So when it comes to like these visions and insights and signs and signals and indications you're going to have, they are going to be completely out of this world. So when it comes to the 15th of July, that's part of your sign. That's part of an important signal. You're suddenly becoming inspired by something. And then this is why this is the beginning of change. What you're going to become inspired by, it's at the same time going to enlighten you, and it's at the same time going to make you aware of which like kind of adjustment do you need to make, what do you need to sacrifice. This in itself, it's not gonna be a problem for you whatsoever, because if that was a problem for you, where you need to sacrifice, you would not have this crazy vision for what inspired you. You're not going to be able to stop thinking about whatsoever. So later on within the day, you are going to have this vision, and you will realize exactly what you want to do so badly. You will realize exactly what's also missing in your life, because at the same time you're going to tap into something so sacred. What's really important here to mention, my gorgeous Libra, is that this particular vision, the vision how you want your life to be, it's like one thing is going to lead into another. But what you need to understand is that this vision comes with dreams, and these dreams are going to come true. Do you understand me? How important this is? Do not ignore this vision you're going to have, because this vision is also going to give you the courage, the actual courage to take this, all this very, very seriously. And especially when it comes to you finding this a bit of, oh my God, I'm not too sure, oh my God, it's going to be ages, it's too much to do, too many changes, it's not the right time, blah blah blah. No, baby, no. That's why this vision is going to happen. And that's why it's going to be so vivid. And that's why you're going to feel so strongly when it comes to whatever inspired you here in the first place, because you have been prepared for this. This is the beginning of one of the most important stages of your entire life. Of course, that this vision is going to be really vivid. And most importantly, of course, that this is going to seem like, oh my God, I'm not too sure if I can do this, but it is going to like really it's going to seem like a really big responsibility. Oh, it's a big responsibility, it's a hard work. No, baby, no, ignore this. This is the beginning of the most beautiful change in your life. This is the beginning of such a sacred stage where you are, yes, it's going to seem like a hard work, but you are going to really just need to think about getting into the certain routine and about being as productive as you possibly can. This is important because it's eventually also going to lead towards this as well. Financially, this is going to be a remarkable, but also in general, when it comes to your dream and when it comes to this vision coming true, I mean, come on, do I need to say even more? Seriously, my gorgeous Libra, this is important. The next date that I am going to be talking about, my gorgeous Libra, it's going to be on the 19th of July. On the 19th of July, my Lord, like seriously, there is so much going on here. When I say, when I say this vision, that you're going to be inspired by this on the 15th of July, and then you're going to have this beautiful vision and how you want your life to be. This is to do with your life in general. This is to do with you looking at a bigger picture, knowing and clearly understanding what's missing in your life. What do you need to do to make changes, important changes? But when it comes to the 19th of July, you really are, something is going to happen so unexpected here. And I know that your day is going to start like you're going to have this really sense of urgency to do something, to maybe go somewhere and to sort something out, like something serious or something that needs to be done. And I know that on your way back from wherever you go, whatever you do, you're gonna kind of end up somewhere completely unplanned. You're gonna end up, that's the bottom line. On the 19th of July, whatever you plan, whatever you think, there is gonna be the point on this particular day where you're gonna end up being somewhere completely unplanned, but you are going to enjoy yourself like there is no tomorrow. Something crazy is going to happen, something silly is going to happen, but you're really going to enjoy yourself so much. And you are not only going to have a little adventure, some kind of little adventure you're going to have, but this adventure is ever so important when it comes to you realizing very, very interesting possibilities for you, which are going to surprise you. And all these possibilities are going to lead towards you wanting so badly to start some kind of a project, some kind of a venture. Now, this is something you need to be quick about. You need to be so sharp about it, because by you starting this project, starting this venture, this is going to be both so important and so personal to you, because by you starting this project, by you starting this venture, you're also going to set the boundaries, my gorgeous Libra, right now at this stage of your life. And this is going to lead towards a massive, massive, not only a victory, but also a big, big, big recognition. So you are going to feel and be very proud of yourself because of this venture that you will decide to start. Okay, the beginning of a really beautiful project, and I really hope you're going to take this very, very seriously, because the way this is going to happen, first of all, it's not going to be serious, because you're going to be enjoying yourself, you're going to have some kind of adventure, but one thing is going to lead into another, and this is where you're going to find yourself at. So I really hope you are going to take this venture, my gorgeous Libra, very, very seriously, because it is going to lead towards your victory and towards a massive recognition. Indeed, massive achievement in so many different ways. How important this is, I don't even know how to explain this anymore. Absolutely, absolutely brilliant indeed. The next important date, my gorgeous Libra, the next important date, it's gonna be the 20 That was the 19th of July. The next important date is going to be on the 23rd of July. On the 23rd of July, my gorgeous Libra, it's so important because you are going to start getting really worried about one of your friends or one of your family members. You're going to hear a very strange news and like a very strange indication that that person is like really starting to lose themselves. Somebody who means to you so much, but somebody who is around the wrong person. There is like some kind of wrong person around the person that means to you so much. And that's going to be obvious on this particular day. And this is not the first time that you're going to actually, that you are aware of this, but there is something that that person is going to do and you're going to hate it. You're not going to like it because it's not going to seem like that person would do this. It's so unlikely, and that person is going to do something to themselves, and you can completely gonna not gonna agree with this because you will know what that person has done to themselves is not good. And if that person carries on doing this to themselves, things are going to become really bad and negative. They're going to be irreversible. So you just need to understand that, again, this is your spiritual duty to give your role to this, to try to explain to this person that that other person who is making this person to do bad things is not good for them, and that other person who is making this person to do bad things to themselves, that other person is not good for them at all. You knew this. Even if you didn't know this is going to become obvious right now. And so not only that, but that other person who is a really bad influence to this person is, like, it's a very dishonest person. It's a very dishonest person, and that person is not who that person think that that person is. I really hope this makes sense, my gorgeous Libra. But your spiritual duty is to basically be as honest as you can. You don't want your friend or family member to be with somebody or being around somebody who's so dishonest and so terrible for them. So you need to do something about it. And I cannot tell you what to do. You just need to follow your intuition. Protect those precious people in your life. Protect those precious souls. If you know that there is a problem, and sometimes people fell in love, or sometimes people fell in love with the wrong person. There is no doubt about it. And that wrong person has got such a big power over people. And it's always somebody naughty, somebody silly, that people find attractive sometimes. Sometimes when people are so self-destructive and like, wow, naughty and silly, lots of people find this very attractive, you know I don't know, but anyways, I'm just picking up on this person who is around this person. I know what this person fancies or likes about that particular person if they're a couple, but you just need to kind of do something about it immediately. Okay, very, very important. And the next important date, my gorgeous Libera, it's going to be on the 25th of July. On the 25th of July, what you need to understand is that you are going to make a really, really important decision. On the 25th of July, or at around the 25th of July, you are like kind of going to on the 25th of July, or at around the 25th of July, you're going to be speaking to somebody again. And there is a really wise advice you are going to get. And this wise advice that you are going to get, it's again to do with something that has been bothering you, something that was on your mind. But then again, you wanted to make a certain decision. And about this decision, you are going to kind of talk to somebody else who's really knowledgeable about it, and there is some kind of really wise advice you're going to get. Not only this is going to be a green light to go for it, whatever you decided to do, but then again, at the same time, you will know that this was the right decision. So on the 25th of July, you are going to make the really important decision based on the advice that you've had previously within the last maybe couple of days or so. And this advice was so important, or confirmation, shall I call it, because it's going to play a big role when it comes to you just being kind of having that element added into it, because you will know that if you make this decision, there is no way back. There is no way back. And that's why you need to be like completely certain. You know, there is no way back. And that's where you're going to need somebody to kind of put a light on it a little bit, in terms of you kind of needing some kind of confirmation, which you are going to have a wise advice and your own personal confirmation. And this is going to make you feel extremely determined to make a certain move, very brave move you see at this stage of your life, because you will know this decision is a part of that brave move. As soon as you make this decision, there is no way back anymore, and you're doing absolutely the right thing. And you know why? Because you're going to need to do something that you may find a little bit heartbreaking, like it's part of you moving on with your life, but also accepting what no longer works for you. And this is going to kind of break your heart a little bit, but only like about a few days later, already by the end of this month, already by the end of July 2024, you are going to have an important news, an important message that it's going to make you feel so, so, so happy, my gorgeous Libra. And already you will know that you did the right thing, you know, by making this particular decision. Already by the end of this month, you are going to have an important confirmation, and you will know that you made the right decision. Because when it comes to that confirmation as well, there are, you know, it's not only about confirmation, but but it's also about, you know, like what do you need to do next, for example, which now when it comes to this, which step you're gonna be able to do next that you wouldn't be able to do it right now, you see, because first of all you need to make this decision, and then you need to wait for a few days. But this is also going to be ever so important and ever so positive for you, my gorgeous Libra, indeed. Okay, so now I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationships. You know, your partner needs like a bit of help. Seriously, I think that your partner's, I mean, a bit of help. That sounds horrible, but I think that something is bothering your partner, and something has been bothering your partner for a while. You know, something made your partner feel very frustrated, but it's to do pretty much so with like some kind of decision that you both, important decision, waiting to make. But a certain things got stuck in the process, and you weren't able to make a decision that you wanted to make, and now it took a quite a while after that happened. So it's kind of to do with an experience that you've both been through. But when it comes to this, you seem to be much stronger, and this seemed to be affecting your partner quite a lot. And what you need to kind of, if your partner seems to be waiting for something, waiting for something, waiting for something, your partner is like in this waiting mood. But your partner needs to start focusing on other things, because it seems like you're waiting for the certain news or message or information that's coming. It's all okay, but it's going to be positive, whatever your partner is worrying about. But right now your partner needs to come out of it and start focusing on other things, because your partner is very powerful when it comes to their mind. And the more they're focusing on waiting for the specific information so they can get on with their life, the more they may be kind of slowing all this down. Your partner is very powerful when it comes to their mind. And I'm not saying that your partner is slowing this down. Please don't get me wrong. But this is not going to happen until your partner is ready for this. Your partner is not ready just yet. This is going to be big for both of you. But at this stage, in order to get this situation going, your partner just needs to kind of stop waiting for something so intensely. And your partner needs to start focusing on other things in life. And you will see straight away something really positive is going to happen, because this energy is going to allow things to kind of start moving on naturally. Okay, I'm not, please don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming your partner, I'm not saying your partner has slowed something down, but I'm just saying to you how I see this. And you will see that that's what your partner needs to do. And by the end of this month, both of you are indeed going to have an important opportunity, which is going to allow you to start moving on with your lives. Okay? And those of you who are single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Libra, do you know what? It's like, first of all, you are what you need to understand is that you are going to be dealing with some kind of a challenge, which is going to be, and sorry, this is for single liberals. You're going to be dealing with some kind of a challenge at around the 17th of July, and this particular challenge you're going to be dealing with is like kind of going to mm, it's to do with money, it's to do with finances. You're going to be thinking about something, some kind of challenging situation, and it's to do with money, it's to do with the finances. And then you are going to need to go and speak to somebody, you're going to talk to somebody about it. And this particular person who you are going to be talking to, like suddenly you are really going to start liking this person, you're really going to start fancying this person. But you will know that suddenly, when it comes to that person, you did not fancy that person before, but you did like them a little bit. But now you're going to be surprised, how come do you fancy them? Like, how come you have feelings for this person? And then you're going to snap out of it immediately, because you will know that this person is not the right person for you anyway. But this is a very powerful sign that you are ready to have a relationship, my gorgeous Libra. You are ready. This is the first stage, which is going to happen at around the 17th of July. When it comes to the last, like about 11 or 12 days, when it comes to the last 11 or 12 days of July, there is some kind of celebration you're going to find yourself at, or people are going to be socializing. I know people are going to be around, I know people are going to have a great time, I know there's going to be some kind of celebration, something is going to be going on, and there is somebody very, very beautiful you are going to meet. There is somebody really gorgeous you are going to meet, my gorgeous Libra. And I really do like this person so much. Like, I can tell you that this person is somebody who's very sharp, somebody who's very clever, somebody who's quite intelligent and rather successful, but they are doing something unique when it comes to their lives. They're doing something unique. And this person comes across so arrogant or ignorant to so many people, like maybe arrogant, not ignorant, sorry, not ignorant, but arrogant. That person may come across arrogant to so many people, but you're gonna like this so much, because you will be speaking to that person, and as soon as you start talking to this person, you are just gonna find this person so ridiculously attractive and that arrogant about them. You will completely understand what, but you are looking at this from a completely different level. You are elevated so much at this stage, honestly. So you will be able to understand this arrogance in a way, but you're gonna find this so attractive. You're going to find this as somebody who's very strong, but you're also going to understand why people would find this type of person attractive. Why people would find this person arrogant. You will clearly understand, but you will also clearly understand. You're also going to clearly understand that this person is not arrogant, but you will know why people do see sometimes this type of a person, like this person is arrogant. So you will know that this is somebody really special for you, because you will see something in that person that other people don't see. And I repeat, it is somebody quite successful actually. And this is only the beginning of all this, in between you and this person. This person is about to start making your life rather colorful, because you will realize so much about yourself through this person. This is somebody special indeed. And don't get me wrong, even if it doesn't happen in July, for example, maybe this party or this gathering is going to happen in August. You could be a little bit behind, just a little bit. It could happen in August, but then again, do not lose your hope whatsoever, because this particular person is coming. Whether this is going to be in July or whether this is going to be in August, it really depends. But this is somebody really, really special about to walk into your life. My goodness. Okay, my gorgeous Libera, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. This, my gorgeous people, is a very, very, very powerful and a very, very important pendant, because it is going to detoxify any negativity and any toxicity out of your life. This pendant is also ridiculously powerful because it's so important when it comes to our metabolism as well. To have a healthy metabolism, it's really significant when it comes to our health in general. This peridot is ridiculously powerful because when you wear it, you attract the right people and the right situations into your life. Why? Because what's the best about you, it's highlighted while you're wearing this. So whether you want to attract certain people when it comes to love and when it comes to romance into your life, or whether you're trying to make, whether you're trying to attract like maybe certain people when it comes to business, when it comes to your career, it's also absolutely brilliant for that as well. It does tend to bring you a really, really good luck when you are doing something financial, when you're focusing on your finances, when you're making like a really important financial decisions, or when you're making important decisions in general, because peridot helps you, like really prevents you from like a really over analyzing, and when we are over analyzing something, then over analyzing can be really, really dangerous, because us over analyzing something we should never be analyzing in the first place only comes from us maybe not feeling confident enough. So this in itself prevents you from over analyzing something you shouldn't analyze, because it does make you feel extremely, extremely confident. Listen to me very carefully. Peridot brings the best out in you because it makes you feel really, really confident in general. This is what you need to remember, my gorgeous people. It is ever so important. It is the crystal of expansion, and it is the crystal of a new beginnings. Oh my God, ever so significant for those people who have been stuck for a while. For those people who did not have any changes, in their lives, for those people who are unhappy with their lives, and sometimes subconsciously we are affected by the certain things we are not even realizing that are preventing us to move forward. So peridot has got a power to unlock the best within us, and this element of ourselves is like more powerful than we can possibly imagine, but it's very sensitive. So if there is an ounce of like, oh my God, negativity or fear when we have towards something, that's kind of amplified, and without us even realizing, that energy is preventing us from moving forward. So peridot has got a power to keep this energy away, so we can like really do things we want to do. So this is why, it's so important for those people who have been stuck, or those people who felt stuck for a while. Just remember, it attracts the right people and it attracts the right situations in your life as well. This crystal is ridiculously, ridiculously powerful. Okay, just remember that by wearing peridot, it does not only bring a good luck into your life when it comes to so many things. This crystal brings you a good luck. Okay, this crystal has been used for many, many, many years just for that particular reason. Okay, and when it comes to peridot, I'm so excited because I love peridot. It's one of my favorite crystals indeed, because I know when I wear peridot, I feel like I'm on top of the world. I feel like I can do what I don't normally feel like I can do. You know what I mean? It gives me the strength. It gives me this energy that I don't normally have. It sounds crazy, I know, but this is what this powerful pendant can actually do. So when it comes to moving on with our lives, this is something we should all have literally. It does bring you like, oh my God, kind of the whole new sense of what you should be doing, because you are reminded of things that maybe you are neglecting just because you did not have a confidence to kind of take on. So this immediately, like, kind of like, really, as soon as you wear this, you do kind of are reminded of things, certain things in your life in such a way where you kind of start getting really positive ideas. That's the way you're reminded of things that you should be working on, because now suddenly something that you were afraid to start, now suddenly you have these amazing ideas, like incredible ideas, and that's how you are pointed towards the right directions through your own passion, through your own optimism. This in itself, my gorgeous people, is indeed your guiding light. And that's why I absolutely love Peridot. And also, why am I so excited? I've been waiting for this for years. I've been waiting for this for a very long time, my gorgeous people. Not that it's like impossible. I'm not saying it's impossible to find peridot out there. But when I'm looking for crystals, I'm looking for the very specific crystals. They need to be of a high quality. So this one is a high quality peridot. I'm not even joking. I've been waiting for this for years, and I only have a limited amount of this. I only have a limited amount of this in stock, my gorgeous people. So I really suggest you to buy this while you can. I'm not saying you can't get a peridot out there, but it is not going to be as a wonderful and such a quality, high quality as this one. Okay, very powerful and natural peridot. Okay, so this is why, because I've been waiting for this for years, absolute years, and I have only few of these in stock. And once they're gone, I believe that's it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get any more. And I only have like a few in stock, like literally. And this is honestly, one of the most powerful pendants, and it's so striking. It's so striking. Look at it. Just to have this around your neck. So beautiful. So striking. So natural. So this, my gorgeous people, is something I highly recommend you. This gorgeous peridot comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is going to be in the description below, or it's going to be pinned on top of the comments, or you just go on Google and just type in, Sasha Bonasin shop, and my page is going to come up that way. You can click on it and you will see the first two products, right on top of the store, are gonna be the ones that I'm advertising right now. So this is something I highly suggest you to get. Another thing I recommend you, my gorgeous people, it's the second crystal. Okay, it's called chevron amethyst. Okay, so you all know amethyst. So this is a special type of amethyst, and of course it's natural. And this amethyst is like so powerful, like probably the most powerful. There are few crystals which are ridiculously powerful when it comes to our third psychic eye. And I did mention some of them, like for example, tiger's eye, blue tiger's eye. There are crystals which are brilliant when it comes to our third psychic eye indeed. Even lapis lazuli is quite good when it comes to our third psychic eye, very powerful. But I would probably say the chevron amethyst, this is a chevron amethyst, my gorgeous people. I would probably say, my honest opinion is that this in itself is probably the most powerful crystal when it comes to our third psychic eye Our third psychic eye is who we are. Our third psychic eye, it's like who we are on the spiritual level. Our third psychic eye reconnects us with ourselves because we tap into something absolutely mind-blowing. We unlock a ridiculously powerful aspect of ourselves when we wear this, because it is ridiculously powerful when it comes to unlocking the power of a third psychic eye, which means that we just start to see life in a completely different way. Why? Because we become very brave, we become very confident, we become very powerful. I mean, look at this combination, out of this world. Very kind of, when you become brave, when you feel brave, when you feel powerful, when you feel confident, at the same time, when the power of your third psychic eye has been unlocked, you need to be prepared to enter the whole new stage of your life, to enter the whole new world, because this is one of the most powerful crystals in terms of the actual guidance. You see what I mean? It just unlocks the power of your third psychic eye, and that in itself means that you enlighten yourself. While you're wearing this, you're enlightening yourself at the same time. Pay attention to how you're going to think while you're wearing this. Pay attention to how you're gonna feel, how you're gonna respond to the certain people and to the certain situations in your life completely differently. There is so much about yourself that you find out along the way, because it starts this unlocking process. The certain things unlock within you. You even start to kind of see the connection in between the all things in general, and that in itself, it's also big. That in itself, it's also important, and also at the same time, my gorgeous people, when it comes to chevron amethyst, it's brilliant because it calms you down. It makes you feel peaceful at a time where, oh my God, the bombs are falling, God forbid, and I'm joking, but it makes you feel really good. It makes you feel really peaceful. It makes you feel really calm. So if you are going through something like that makes you feel really anxious, that makes you feel really bad, that makes you feel really stressed, as soon as you wear chevron amethyst, it really brings you down. It really brings you down. It is like so, so, so powerful, like, oh my goodness. And also, if you are, persistently stressed, persistently negative, persistently down, persistently sad, if you're going through very kind of strange stages in your life, if you're going through really difficult things, this really helps you to kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, because at the same time you become really spiritual, and those things that have been kind of scaring you, they do not scare you anymore. You just start seeing them as like a really important challenges rather than anything else. So it's all like kind of how you see things and how you respond to things, in this life. And if you are having like a sleeping problems or a sleeping difficulty, so you cannot relax whatsoever, chevron little French man came out of me. French spirit, hello my darling, where are you? Now it's like chevron amethyst, my gorgeous people. It's also fantastic if you have a problems to relax, if you have a problems with sleeping and things like that. So this is why I highly recommend you to wear this, my gorgeous people, okay? And this also comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is going to be in this description below, or it's going to be pinned on top of the comments section, or you just go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin like a shop, and my page is gonna come up that way as well. This is something I highly recommend you indeed. Okay.